Episode 1. The question. Opening. What if reality isn't what you think it is? For most of human history, we assumed the world was simple. We believed the Earth was flat. We believed the sun revolved around us. Every generation thinks it understands reality, until it doesn't. The question that terrifies us isn't, is this universe real? But could it be artificial? A simulation doesn't need to feel fake. In fact, the more advanced it is, the more convincing it becomes. Pain still hurts. Love still matters. Life would feel completely real. Even the smallest moments, waking up, tying your shoes, watching a sunset, would be indistinguishable from base reality. We are not wired to see glitches. Our brains are designed to accept patterns, to ignore the improbable. And a sophisticated system would rely on that. So the question isn't absurd. It's inevitable. Every discovery, every paradox in physics nudges us closer to asking, what if this isn't the original? Close. If this is a simulation, would you even want to know? Episode 2. The probability. Opening. If simulations are possible, they're likely. Technology moves forward relentlessly. Civilization might survive long enough to simulate entire worlds, to model countless generations, histories, even consciousness. And once one civilization can create a realistic simulation, the odds are that it creates many. Millions, perhaps billions. Now consider the odds. If there is one real universe and countless simulated ones, what are the chances that you exist in the original? Probability favors the artificial. Not because it's provable, but because math doesn't care what we want to believe. This doesn't prove we live in a simulation. It only makes the possibility unavoidable. And the longer a civilization exists, the more inevitable it becomes. We live in a world that feels real, but probability whispers a quiet, unsettling doubt. Close. Statistically, this might not be real. Episode 3. The glitches. Opening. Sometimes, reality doesn't behave like we expect. Deja vu strikes for no reason. Memories don't align. People recall events that never happened, or remember them differently. This is the Mandela effect. Physics itself shows limits. There's a maximum speed, a smallest unit of space and time, and laws that prevent infinite precision. In other words, the universe has a kind of resolution limit. Like a video game or a simulation, the world only renders what is observed. Not everything exists in detail at all times, only when attention is given. None of this proves anything, but it does provoke unease. Glitches suggest imperfection. Optimization implies design. And the possibility alone is enough to make anyone question the nature of what they see. Close. Errors don't prove a simulation, but they make you look twice. Episode 4. The observer. Opening. Reality behaves differently when it is watched. In quantum physics, the observer effect shows that particles exist in multiple states until measured. The act of observation changes the outcome. Perhaps consciousness doesn't create reality, but it may trigger it. Your perception may determine what is solid, what is detailed, what actually happens. It's almost as if the universe waits for a witness. The unseen exists only in possibility. Only when measured does it collapse into actuality. If true, this changes everything we think we know about being alive. Every moment, every decision, might be a signal in a system designed to respond to observation. Close. Reality may require witness. Episode 5. The architects. Opening. If this is a simulation, someone built it. Not a deity, not aliens in the movies, but intelligence far beyond our own. Perhaps post-human civilizations capable of running vast ancestral simulations. They could study history, predict outcomes, test choices. They could observe us without interfering, letting events unfold naturally. If creators exist, they have no need to announce themselves. Interference would compromise the system. Silence is part of the design. Perhaps their motives are incomprehensible. Curiosity, science, preservation, ethics. Whatever the reason, the architects would be invisible, always watching, never revealed. Close. The creators wouldn't announce themselves. Episode 6. The player. Opening. What if you're not an NPC? You feel conscious. You experience free will, suffering, love, and doubt. That experience might be the point. Most of the world could be procedural background. But you, the thinking, aware entity, might be the interface, the active variable. Your choices, your awareness, might be rare and costly to simulate. That's why you feel real. Because consciousness is the expensive, essential part of the program. Close. You don't feel programmed. That might matter. Episode 7. The exit. Opening. Could you ever leave? There is no known exit. No cheat code. No logout button. Death might be termination. Or it might be something else entirely. A well-designed system wouldn't advertise its exit. Escape would destroy the purpose of observation. Even if an exit exists, the system may prevent you from seeing it, keeping you inside while your awareness continues. The boundaries of this reality may be absolute, built to contain you without your knowledge. Close. If there's a way out. It isn't obvious. Episode 8. The meaning. Finale. Opening. Does it matter if this is a simulation? Pain still hurts. Love still matters. Choices still shape lives. Meaning does not vanish because of origin. Even if every particle is coded, even if the universe is artificial, this is the only life you experience. This is what you know. This is what feels real. Perhaps reality is a program. Perhaps you are part of a system. But none of that diminishes the significance of now. Even simulated, the moments are yours. Even artificial, the experiences are genuine. Final close. Series end simulated or not, this is still your life.